Well, my apologies, everybody. I had to step away from the mic there for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, we have our super stocks out on the water coming down to our scorum. Inside the 1 minute mark for our Superstock final, Brandon Cushing. On the outside, Jeff Gibson, been running like a rocket all weekend. Apologize for having to step away from the microphone for a minute, but I had the opportunity to go down and meet my new best friends down at L&W Jewelry Design. They're one of our vendors out behind the pit area here. Be sure and go by and see these fine folks. It is L&W Jewelry Design. They specialize in handmade jewelry of pretty much all types. They've got necklaces, bracelets, rings. Go by and say hello to these folks. They're here supporting this event. They're a great group of people. There's 3 of them down there. Stop by and see L&W Jewelry Design. Meanwhile, coming up on the start of our Super Stocks, Cushing's going to be on the outside, but going to be a tough road to hoe to get past Mr. Gibson as the clock strikes 0. Gibson in 1. So Brandon Cushing is finding out now what everybody else in the Super Stocks has found out this weekend, and that is what the rear end of Jeff Gibson's boat looks like. Because each time Gibson has come out here, he has just run like a rocket. There's a guy up there at the other end of the pit area, and his name's Charlie Marquardt. And boy, would he like to come out and run with Jeff. They put on some great racing. I know Jeff would love to have him out here, too, to run side by side with him. But right now, it is all the young man out of Kent, Washington. Jeff Gibson driving the 31. Brandon Cushing will come down to complete his lap number 1. Brandon hails from the Tri-Cities and specifically Kennewick, Washington. As we mentioned, Jeff Gibson keeps that beautiful yellow boat with the canopy over it. He keeps that down in Kent, Washington, just off Highway 167 on the Valley Freeway. You notice the line he brings through the corner. These don't slide. They just pretty much find a groove and they stay in it. And right now the groove that Mr. Gibson has found is a fast one. 2 up, 2 down, 2 to go. Mr. Cushing getting himself a fine ride here as he puts his second lap in the books. And as he does, he is almost exactly 1/2 lap behind our leader, Jeff Gibson. And again, I say, when these guys get going up the backstretch, kind of focus your eyes on the boat and the background on the other side of the river. You really get an idea just how fast these guys are going. They are really picking it up and laying it down. Been watching Jeff run this boat now for 4 years. This is far and away the best I've ever seen it run. White flag, 1 to go for Gibson. Mr. Cushing will come down. He will look to his right, and he too will see the white flag signaling 1 lap to go. And I got a perfect marker here between the start-finish line buoy and the buoy directly across the race course on the other side. And that time, just exactly as Brandon Cushing crossed start-finish, Jeff Gibson crossed the buoy on the backstretch. Exactly 1/2 lap difference between them, but the checkered flag flies for Jeff Gibson. Boat number 31, he's out of Kent, and he's your winner. checkered flag. Nice run for the young man out of the Tri-Cities of Washington, just a little further down the river. Put it in the middle of the river, young man. You can head home. A couple of dams might cause you a little trouble.